What is up, everybody? Welcome courtside alongside my guys, Richard Hendrix. I'm John Triffin.
But this is a high-level matchup, and this Ole Miss squad is very connected. It's pick your poison with this roster. They can get it done in many ways. You want to start with the guard play. Sean Padula, his ability to be creative and fill it up from the outside is elite. His other backcourt mate, Matthew Morrell, is a big-time athlete that can shoot from deep and get going in bunches. But it's not only outside play, it's the inside play. Dre Davis has been impactful as of late. He'll have to look to continue to be a force. But you talk about the force of Malik Dia, the inside player with the sweet set shot. Ole Miss Rebels will be looking to run.
Well, this is a Tuscaloosa native who started his career Kennesaw State, South Florida, and has continued to grow in his career. Now he's back playing for his hometown team. And that type of attitude and pride is starting to show.
With Nelson rolling to the rim and one.
Now that is tough right there. And it's Mark Sears recognizing that on the pocket pass. But when you have to respect the shooters, look at the shooter spaced out in the corner and the lane is wide open. You have to respect him, giving Grant Nelson the opportunity to go right down the middle of the lane and lay that ball up. And that's the X's and O's that Nate Oates is dialing up coming out of that break. You get your shooter spaced out. Youngbloods hit one in the corner. You have another shooter spaced out on the other side. And you get that paint wide open as they trap Sears, and he's able to make the proper decision, Nelson, with the easy and one opportunity.
That's the type of adjustment that Kentucky's going to have to make. This is the scouting report situation behind Kentucky. You got a strong lefty guard here with Tyron Lawrence. Otega always gives him the left hand, and he goes right down Broad Street. This is you sit on that left again, and the adjustment is made. Force him back to his right, and you create the turnover. It's the little things of the game that you have to be able to do as a player to make the difference. Every possession matters.
Well, they had it controlled, but the defensive intensity was turned up a notch by FAU. It forced the offense of Charlotte to have to operate well beyond the three-point line, which created errant passes because you were not able to pinpoint them. They had active hands. They're not able to move the ball from side to side, and the turnovers led to easy layups on the other end.
Get one team to go to San Antonio from the SEC. Obviously, with a league of this much talent, I'm going to tell you, Damon Fishback, right now, it's probably have to be your Auburn Tigers. You talk about the ability that they have with Janai Broome and what he can do down low, the ability to shoot from outside by multiple players. This is a big-time team that's playing high-level basketball.
Well, if you like defense, this is the game for you because both of these teams are locking down. And I tell you, Georgia's playing a really good game right now. You're playing against a tough Tennessee team that can do so much. And offensively, Chaz Lanier is going to have to be the player for the Volunteers to take his game to another level. He struggled to knock it down from the outside. They've been physical with him, chasing him off from screens. And when he's lived on the outside shot, he's not been able to knock it down. I'd like to see him utilize a little bit more his ability to get to the cup. He shoots from the outside at 81% of his shots, but he's going to need to do more at the cup.
I expect the adjustments to be made. Mainly it's going to be how can Kentucky handle the pressure defense of Georgia in the half-court set. Mark Pope drew up some really good action to get his team some clean looks. They'll do the same as far as distributing the ball around in the half-court set to get some looks, but you have to set the tone from the gate right now in the second half. A competitive game, but Georgia has been the more physical team from the beginning. You talk about defensively been disruptive, and also the physicality has led to free throws for Georgia going 12 for 12 in the first half.
These are huge possessions right now for Georgia. The pace is starting to trend towards Alabama. If you're Georgia, you have to get some stops defensively, and particularly try to get some turnovers that lead to easy baskets on the offensive end. It's a team that can play a little bit slower tempo, pounds it inside for twos, and if you get behind the pace, you're digging a hole to make it difficult to dig yourself out against Alabama.
What can you say about Georgia, especially defensively, and what they've done?
Well, they've done a really good job of communicating and switching. They do an outstanding job of contesting and being physical every single time Tennessee touches the basketball. This is the tone that they have to play with, and more than anything, this style of play has kept the crowd out of the game.
Well, it was the physicality that Oklahoma had. There's an emphasis that they're trying to get the ball to Ivisic. He came across and tried to post up on the block, and that was eliminated by all of the pressure that Oklahoma was able to do. Now, I look for
I look for Arkansas to try to go some screen roll action and try to come downhill. You want to try to get a foul, get to the free throw line. It's only a 1-point differential. This is the moment that you want to put it in the guard's hands and let them play make.
It's been a back and forth game, and it's been the back and forth of Mark Sears after the last performance. 0 points in his last outing, but he's come out tonight facilitating for others, and he's picked up the offensive output with a lot of energy plays and, of course, the deep range tray balls.